So let's talk about Intel, shall we?
Great. Yes, let's do it.
So let me tell you something about this. First of all, let me read the Intel. And after I read the Intel, I'm going to verify with you that my Intel has proven, has verification. And nobody can bring verification to my Intel, even those who hate me. They hate me because I'm always on target. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you hate me. I know you want to talk shit about me. That's fine. I'm not. So I'm so. I don't know. I'm so full of it. That's fine. That's fine. If you can step away from that and just listen, appreciate the intel that I'm giving you, probably you're not gonna hate me that much. So let me read this because it's a proven verification of my intel, right, Karen?
It's awesome, Ben. Keep going.
Iraq's foreign money between the anvil of creditors and the hammer of protecting the United States Federal Bank. Let's read the article. Says after leaving Iraq, the 7 item imposed on it by the United Nations after its invasion of Kuwait, many feared that this money will be pursued by some creditors, and now they are. Please pay attention, because this is a verification of my intel. Many of this money will be pursued by some creditors, which open another door that will harm the Iraqi foreign funds, which is known as the Development Fund for Iraq. And the Development Fund of Iraq, which is managed and supervised by the central bank, may be exposed to great damage with the expiry of all Iraqi debts before 2003 due to the claims and debts of some countries and merchants of the former regime who have long threatened to file lawsuits in international courts against the Iraqi Revenue Fund to obtain their dues. So in other words, the creditors are coming against Iraq because they have not paid what they own. They have not paid what they own. Remember that time when I told you the banks were not lending money to Iraq?
I remember.
It wasn't too long ago, and I told you they can't have any more loans. And all of a sudden they change. I'm going to tell you why they change. Hold on. The United Nations Security Council has obligated the Iraqi government at the end of 2010 to draw up a plan to take over the supervision of the Development Fund for Iraq from the United Nations at the end of 2010. So that Iraq will then put it in the United States Federal Treasury to ensure immunity by the United States presidential law on it, which will protect Iraq imports oil from attachment by a lot of creditors. So a lot of creditors, they own a lot of creditors, right?
Yes, a lot.
All right, so let me just make sure. Are you watching my computer?
No, you're not sharing your screen. I'm on Facebook.
Okay, great. Hold on. Let me see if I can share it right here. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so now you can see it, right?
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right, so now let's talk about this. So I just remember that. All right, so didn't I told you that one of the things that we're going to talk about between Mustafa and Biden was for getting their money back?
Yes.
Is this a confirmation of my intel?
Well, Ben, and it makes it very clear why.
Nobody knows about the agenda. I knew about the agenda. Mm-hmm. They want their money back. I'm going to tell you why they want their money back, okay? Just hold on. So the United States Security Council obligated the Iraqi government at the end of 2010 to draw up a plan to take over the supervision of the Development Fund for Iraq from the United Nations at the end of 2010, so that Iraq will then put in the federal treasury to ensure unity by the United States presidential law on it, which will protect Iraq's imports oil from attachment by a lot of creditors. Why? Because they said, as you know, the creditors want to get paid, and I said that the elites must get paid.
Yes, absolutely.
I said that.
First thing.
I said that the elites must get paid. Those people in Iraq don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. I told you it was going to be addressed, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Harp adds that the agreement stipulates that the commitment of America after that not to file any lawsuit in this regard against Iraq, whether it's administrative, legal, or judicial. Harp points out that all Iraq debts were liquidated by the committee formed by the International Council. In this committee left with $55 million and handed over to the Iraqi government and announced the termination of his work, and therefore there are no creditors, whether it was for the previous or current regime, whether they were traders, companies, and countries informed referred to United Security Council resolutions. Government Iraq's money is protected. That's coming from the United States. For her side, the Iraqi government confirmed that all Iraq foreign funds are protected under the protection provided by the United States Federal Bank. I'm gonna stop it right here. Does the United States Federal Bank is protecting the money of Iraq? Yes or no?
They think that it is.
No. Answer yes or no. It is protected by the federal bank, yes or no?
Yes.
Is it protected by law?
No.
No, it's not protected by law. I want you to know that gurus are talking bullshit again. You need to understand something, that whatever they want to protect, and another thing is whatever they cannot protect. Law does not protect foreign money. It only protects national money. Okay? Watch. I'm going to give you intel. Do you really think that the elites will not do anything to get their money back after they were told many times that they were going to pay them back and not anymore?
No, of course not.
Watch. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I'm just letting you know. They got billions of dollars, billions of dinars, trillions, I believe. It was a trillion. I think they have like 19 trillion of dinars. Wow. And now the creditors, the elites, are now asking for their money back. And they're not going to go. They're not going back. They're not going to back up. They're going to get their money. And they're going to get it legally. Watch. They're going to get it legally. Because Biden and his government, the corrupt government, is protecting them. Because corrupt protect corrupt. Yes or no?
Yes, exactly.
See, I'm not contradicting myself. The government of Iraq is one of the most corrupt governments in the world, whether you like it or not. That's why they don't want to RB. They're going to be forced. Didn't I say that for the last 6 years? Yes or no?
Over and over and over.
Over and over and over. I've been telling you they need to be forced. What do you think that grave surrender coming from there?
It's obvious, Ben. They need to surrender and do what they're supposed to do. And
so this article is just political bullshit. Whenever you hear this, whenever you read this, it's just political bullshit. It's not tangible. It's not legal. It's only limited to guard their money. It's limited. Legally, they can take their money if they go to court, to international courts. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, I want you to please pay attention. Don't tell me I didn't tell you so. The problem with a lot of people is they don't pay attention, including Karen. Because the older that we get, the less attention we have. Unfortunately, that's the way it is.
More on our minds.
Yes. So you're thinking about getting rich and you're not paying attention to the information.
Mm-hmm.
Stop that bullshit of getting rich and just listen to intel. And you will know, and I've been saying it for the last 6 years, you, the one who are watching my video, you will know when you're going to be blessed by DRB. You don't need me to tell you when the DRB will happen. It will be known all over. Do you guys understand that, yes or no?
Yes, that's good, Ben. That's true.
All right. I'm going to give you some intel that is going to shock you. And if it doesn't happen, let me know.
Okay.
Okay? Let me know that I'm full of it. Let me know.
Make a note.
I always done that. I'm not afraid to be wrong. I'm not. Because I read the agenda. I'm not. I'm serious. I'm not afraid to be wrong. That's why they hate me. And when I get right, they come out and they start attacking me all over the internet. Because they hate me. They hate to know that I have sources. I have information. I have 100% intel. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
So let me read the article. I feel like to call my people in green light. Should I do the Telegram green light?
Oh, you would love to do that. I know you would like to do that.
All right. So let me call my people in green light.
Let them talk.
And then you want to hear it for them because they know what I'm talking about. Okay? Before I give you the intel. So let me go and do the voice chat. Here we go. Here's the voice chat in Telegram. And I'm going to wait for everybody to join in. As I'm waiting for them to join in, I'm going to give you the intel. What is about this? What is all about this thing that they protecting Iraq's money? What's coming after this? Etc., etc., etc. And many of you have heard a lot of gurus. You have heard a lot of gurus saying, turn off your mic, please. Turn off your mic, guys. Thank you. You have heard a lot of guys, a lot of gurus saying, well, the only way they can pay the debt is by raising the value, right?
Yes.
It was if that was so easy, why they haven't done it? You see, that's what I never repeat myself. I never repeat what other people speak. Because if that was that easy, why they haven't done it?
That's the $1 million question.
That's the $1 million question. All right? So I have already 22 people. It's going to escalate to over 100 in very few minutes. So just let me read the article where I'm going to prove it to you that I told you so. Okay?
Okay. Do it.
So all the accounts of Iraqi money managed by the central bank account abroad that are currently in the United States Federal Bank, which provide protection for these funds. Notice that they said that United States Federal Bank, which is only a non-government institution, they say they are protecting other countries' money. It's not the government. Do you guys understand that, yes or no? Hold on. Why can I show? Oh, well.
I understand.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can. I only have, how many people I have? Can you check?
161 online.
No, I'm talking about on Telegram, green light.
26.
26. All right. So I'm waiting for more people. I'm waiting for more people. 1 second, guys. All right. So 28 more people are joining.
Well, if they're on their phones, they're trying to do both the...
Yeah, I know. But they can still listen, okay? So right now I'm available to just share my video, but I cannot share my video. I can. Okay. So just waiting for them to come in, and so I can enable only audio. All right.
35.
Okay. Let me see. What's this? Audio speaker. Okay, great. Speaker. Okay, I'm in the speaker right now. Good.
38.
All right. So let's read the article one more time. Please pay attention. If you're watching my video at the same time, make sure that your mic is off, and when I ask you, you speak up. Okay.
40.
All right. So all the accounts of bracket money managed by the central bank accounts are currently under the protection of the United States Federal Bank, which provide protection for these funds. Noting that this bank, whenever you read this thing, nothing is not English. It's Arab, and it's translated to English. Do you guys understand that? Yes or no?
Oh, that makes it difficult.
Okay, no English people, no American will talk about saying the word nothing. How nothing are you? Okay? No,
Especially
people.
journalists.
A lot of people, even gurus, have come out reading the article, and they believe that they're getting the right translation to English. They really believe that, including some retards that I know. No, you're not getting the right information, whether you like it or not. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Sometimes it doesn't even really make sense.
Exactly. We need to figure out what the hell they're talking about. Mm-hmm. So whenever you see it saying nothing, is not
Right
pouring
translation.
English.
Yeah.
I'm a Latino, I can tell you. If I'm stupid enough to understand this, why people who were born like Karen and other Americans, they know this. They don't know
Here's
this.
the language translation. Then they're
Yes,
not
it's a
familiar with other
translation. So let's read the translation. All the accounts of bracket money managed by the central bank accounts abroad and currently the United States Federal Bank, which provide protection for these funds, noting that these banks provide protection for each other at the same time. There is no in the history of America the money of the central bank of any country exists. Does that make any sense?
Not really.
You see that? No. That doesn't make no freaking sense. In the United States Federal Reserve, if they are taking over, they are therefore immune. Why are they talking about that? Are they saying that Iraq will go bankrupt and therefore protect their access? They're going to be immune of these creditors taken to court, international court? Would that be the reason why? I'm going to read one more time what I just read. Please pay attention. Saleh added that all accounts of Iraq's money managed by the central bank's accounts abroad are currently in the United States Federal Bank, which provides protection for these funds. Noting that these banks provide protection for each other, and the same time there is no in the history of America that the money of the central bank of any country exists.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make no freaking sense.
No.
So we need to use intelligence. Because the gurus don't have any unless they know the agenda. Right?
Sounds like they're hiding money offshore.
See? All right, so any country exists in the Federal Reserve that they are taking over, they are therefore immune. They're talking about they're therefore immune. So what they're talking about, people, is money laundering. That's what they're talking about. But money laundering has nothing to do about, protecting money that other countries own to the central bank. Are you ready for your intel?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Saleh stressed that this fund cannot be touched because, on the contrary, it will give a signal to all countries whose money is in the United States that they are under danger, pointing out that countries do not establish an invitation against another country. And we have not witnessed historically such a thing, but rather that establishes these lawsuits, companies, and traders. Saleh stressed that he did not know the amount of money claimed by these companies or merchants that belonged to the previous regime, so they don't want to take any obligation, any responsibility with their fuck ups. Okay.
They say they don't know nothing.
So they belong to previous regime, and that such lawsuits die because more than 15 years has passed on them. Stressing that there is no fear for Iraq for these lawsuits, but at the same time we must be wary of that. So wait a minute, are you worried or not worried?
Exactly.
So you're telling me that because of
so long,
statutes of time, yes, you're telling me that statutes of time, under international law, after 15 years you don't have to pay. Is that what you're telling me?
Looks like it.
Unless you know the laws, then I get your bullshit. But if you don't know the laws, then you're full of it.
Got it.
From this side, the financial expert Hilal Al-Tahan said the interview with Shafak News agency is a little important for creditors if they have found the ground exchange for the protection provided by the United States Federal Bank, which has a long history in protecting the funds of several countries in this field. They're not protecting the money of countries. I'm going to repeat that again. They are not protecting the money of countries. They are using it. They're not protecting their money. Miller asked the Iraq completion of his obligation and payments of his debt towards Kuwait does not mean that the Iraqi foreign funds will be at risk, stressing that some companies and individuals falsely claim the existence of such a debt. All right, so I'm going to stop it right there. What is the one thing that will happen during the reset? Anybody? Anybody? Nobody knows?
Could you ask the question again?
Yes. The question is, what is the one thing that will happen during the reset? Nesara Gesara. For those people who love Nesara Gesara, what is the one thing that will happen?
Debts will be forgiven.
Debt forgiveness. Yes or no?
So what is one thing that will happen?
All right, turn up your mic.
Debating. Debt forgiveness. Like
Debt forgiveness. Okay. Let me tell you why debt forgiveness needs to be justified in logic to forgive you debt. Please listen to this. In order to justify debt forgiveness, let's assume that I'm the bank, okay? In order for me to forgive you the millions of dollars that you owe me, you need to come out with your justification why I don't need to charge you money. Do you guys understand that, yes or no? Hello?
Yeah.
What justification Iraq has not to pay their money?
Broke.
Hello? What is the justification that Iraq doesn't need to pay their money?
They're broke.
The U.S. holding their money.
I'm not asking that. What is the justification for Iraq not to pay my money? I'm the bank.
I didn't think there was one.
What do you mean? I've been telling you that they're going to ask for their money back. Did I say that, yes or no?
Oh, sorry. Yes, got it.
See that? People have a short memory. I told you they're going to ask for their money back. They have billions or even trillions of dollars in dinars within the central bank of Iraq and the central bank of the United States, the Fed. During the Trump administration, Trump was trying to make a deal for the RB. Are you listening? Are you listening, guys? Speak up.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
He was trying to make a deal with the cabal. He was trying to make a deal with the cabal in Iraq. But that took time. And by the time that they took him out of the office, it was done. Okay? So what happened next? The Pope went to Iraq and he signed a contract, an agreement. And then after that, Mustafa went back to the Vatican and talked to the Pope. And now they're telling us that they are ready to go international. I read you the news, yes or no?
Yes.
So Donald Trump was not able to make the agreement. And the reason why Donald Trump was not able to make the agreement is very specific and very clear. Because they knew they were going to kick him out. So they lost the agreement. And now they tried to do it with the Pope. And the Green Prophet came out, and the Green Prophet said, you make a deal with the devil. I'm not going to put up with this. Who's the devil? Who's the devil?
Jason.
Who?
Iran.
Iran is the devil.
Iran.
Iran is the devil. Okay? So, then, I told you that they're going to ask for their money back because they need to pay the elites. The elites must get paid. When I tell you the elites must get paid, people, nothing's going to stop them. Nothing's going to stop them to get their money back. Watch. So what's going to happen? They're going to go to court. They're going to go to court. You don't believe me? Watch. They're going to go to court and they're going to ask for their money back. I don't care if they say that the central bank of the United States protecting all those people money. Well, the United States is not the law, the rule of law around the world. They're going to go to court and they're going to ask for their money back. They're going to force them to pay back. But then they have one thing to pay back. They either can pay back with their oil or raise the value. What is the one thing that Donald Trump always asks to get back the money for us to help them? What is it?
Oil.
Oil. That was Donald Trump saying all the time. Why can't we just charge them with oil? Let's get them the oil. They need to pay us back. They need to pay all the billions of dollars that we spend in the lives that we spend helping these people. And the Democrats said, what a inconsiderate mother F. 1 second, guys. Take it away, Karen.
Okay, yeah, we're seeing very strange situations coming up. I know I've been going through this article and reading as Beny is talking, and there is a lot of manipulating, I would say, and I would say maybe even false information. But we're moving forward. You know, I'm reading the comments of people in Facebook now that we're actually in Facebook and I can read comments, which is kind of refreshing and new. I'm talking to people behind the scenes as well as people are talking about they want to become, have a phone call about the investment. Yes, if you would message either myself and Beny or both of us, one of us will get back to you and share what it's about. Remember, you need an initial investment of 1 Ethereum, which is over $2,000, depending on the price of that day. Also, you need to be a leader, which means you need to contact people and bring people underneath you. Of course, many of you who are in Open Alexa, you already have a downline, you're an upline, whatever you want to call it. You have people that are under you, and that's called a warm market, and I would first talk to those people to see if anybody is interested or has the ability. Unfortunately, this is a time restraint. This is, a time restraint. We're not even going in until we have everything set up, and then we're all going to go in together. and make some money. So if you feel that you have the ability to do this, please don't even call and waste our time. I'm not that you're a waste of time. I don't mean to be mean, but this is serious. This is a serious thing. And if you haven't got experience, and if you don't understand your computer or don't own one, if you're working by your phone, you're not ready. That's why I was constantly
All right,
saying.
Karen.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Somebody asked a question. What was the question?
They were asking me questions about, is it too late to get
Okay,
in?
all right. Hold on. Karen is not connected to Telegram, guys, okay? Yeah. So I'm getting close my phone to the microphone. All right. So if you want to listen to Karen, you need to go back to the video, okay? To the live stream. All right, guys. So what's gonna happen? This is your intel. Please pay attention. They're gonna go to they're gonna go to the international court. They're gonna sue Iraq, and they're gonna ask for their money back. Iraq need this money. That's why they send Mustafa. They need this money because they need to fulfill the RB with the Pope. Okay? But now the creditors know that they have enough money to pay back, but they don't want to do that. Do you guys understand that, yes or no?
Yes.
So, here comes the drama. They're going to go after those funds. That noise that you are listening to is somebody came over to fix my fridge. Don't worry about that. Anyway, so that's what's gonna happen. After this, then we're gonna hear things from Vietnam. Please pay attention. This is intel from Vietnam. We're gonna hear things about Vietnam. We're gonna hear about other countries calling that they're broke. Are you guys listening? Yes or no? Countries around the world will say that they are broke. They're fake broke, but they are broke. Do you guys understand, or do you not understand?
Fake broke.
It's a fake broke. Why is a fake broke? Anybody?
Because they haven't released their natural resources.
Exactamundo. You see that? They need to reset. In order for them to reset, they need to introduce natural resources. If they don't show natural resources, there will be no reset. They need to play the game, and everybody will say, we are broke. We need to be forgiven. In the meantime, when they call in them forgiven, then they will, the International Monetary Foundation and the World Bank, turn off your mic, I'm gonna kick you out. Turn off your mic. Who's making all the noise? All right, gonna kick you out. There you go. Hey, I warn you, you don't want to listen to me. I'm kicking you out. Oh my goodness, that is terrible. Anyway, so they're gonna call themselves broke, and in the meantime, all the banks will want their money back. But then the IMF and the World Bank will call for a session, and then gonna push for loan forgiveness, debt forgiveness. And in the meantime, they're gonna cover only the big guys, the big banks. But then humanity will go after. Are you guys listening? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Humanity will go after, and they're gonna sue the IMF. They're gonna sue everybody because they're going to demand to get paid, to get the forgive. Got it?
Yes.
So when they do that, they're going to come out with an agreement, and with that agreement, they're going to swear that they're gonna pay back their debt through natural resources, their hidden treasures. Did I make myself clear?
Priceless, then.
Yes.
See that? The reset is taking place, and nobody knows it. Okay? That the Iraqis think that they are protected by the federal bank, unless they play the game, they're not protected. They know they're going to go to the bank, they're going to go to the court, because they know that Iraq is filthy rich and they can pay back their debt.
And Ben, isn't that a grave surrender when they release the resources?
That could be the grave surrender, people.
Exactly.
That could be the grave surrender. Okay? So that's your intel. What about Vietnam? Vietnam will do the same thing. They will call themselves broke. Watch. A lot of people have been posting stuff from Vietnam in my Facebook chats. They don't know nothing about Vietnam. They assume that they are not manipulating their currency, because that's what they said. You know that Vietnam is the main manipulator of currency.
Yep.
Okay? Vietnam doesn't want to revalue their currency. And why? The same reason why China does it. The same reason why Iraq does it. The same reason why everybody does it. Everybody have taken advantage of the United States. Okay? Everybody has taken advantage during the United States. So what's going to happen? Wait for Donald Trump to come back. When Donald Trump comes back, you will see all the things changing. He will go against all those countries that have been manipulating the currency. Watch. And then the reset will take place. In the middle of the ending of the pandemic, they will have to do something about it. Okay? And the humanity will no longer be putting out with another commercial war. They're not going to put out with it. So they're going to demand these governments to change their value. Did I make myself clear?
Yep.
Ben, do you have any intel on Trump's return and the timing of that?
They told us that Trump may return by the end of August. Okay? That's what they told us.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you the truth why he hasn't come back yet. That's what they told me. Let me show you this. It called my attention that they came out with this news. And I see, where is this? Where is this thing? I think it's right here. Nope, this is not it. Here it is. E-4B Doomsday plane just made a highly unusual visit to Secretary Tonopah Test Range Airport. Does anybody know what Tonopah Test Airport is all about?
Yep. Yes.
It is the place where all the employees of Area 51 arrive. So what did the United States Air Force One show up in there with the Minister of Defense in it. They're going to talk about the interview. A lot of people don't know nothing when I said the interview, because that's because you haven't seen my intel. The interview will be held between aliens from the Confederation of the Intergalactic Confederation and the people, not the government. They're done with the government. And it's going to happen, it's going to be broadcast all over the world. And a lot of people are going to be really afraid of this. They're going to really be scared of it. Watch. Because for all the life, they said there is no alien, we are all alone. Okay? And you'll hear it here in Divine Intel. All right?
That could be an uprising, Ben, right there.
Oh, yep. An uprising for people, for the governments to lie. Here is the Minister of Defense, Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin, says farewell to change the affairs of the United States Embassy in India. Well, that was another picture, but they found this guy inside this airplane here in this very secretive airport, going to the directions to the Area 51, because they are telling you they are preparing for this. Okay, they are preparing for this to happen. They don't know how they're going to control it. They don't have any idea how they're going to control it, but they're going to go through it.
Is there a timeline, Ben?
We don't have a timeline for this. I wouldn't be even surprised that the RB happened exactly as the interview happened. They need to have some kind of event in order for, dismiss all these people, right?
Yep.
The people, because they've been talking about this, and what they're going to use, exactly they're going to use in order to make the RB. They want to use another event, right? To just to keep away the attention of the whole world of the RB, because they don't want people to know this.
Exactly.
Because when the RB happens, all these governments, including the United States government, are going to have to respond back. Didn't you tell us that the dinar will never revalue? Why do you criminalize? Why do you go against people who were going and talk about this?
Mm-hmm. And the banks.
And the banks.
Wow, it's a mess.
I'm telling you, when when the RB happens, it's going to change everything. It's going to make the government say, "I'm sorry, we were wrong," or something's going to happen.
Yeah.
A lot of people have gone to prison because of this.
Wow.
Okay. So it's gonna shock the whole world. They need an event to entertain you while the exchange happen.
Even bank employees will be mad, Ben.
Yeah. Can you imagine if the banks, they know all these people coming into the banks and they find out that they're exchanging the dinar when they were told personally that there was no exchange, that the dinar will never exchange. Imagine that.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Imagine that. That's why many people don't get it. Imagine that.
Also, that we were being scammed. I mean, really, as an adult, to hear that, was really rude when it comes true.
Yeah. That's why many people don't talk about it, see? Mm-hmm. And like I said, when that happens, a lot of people will not know what to do. I've been saying it.
Yep, true.
So wait for instructions. Wait for instructions. Thank you so much for your attention. This was my one-time Facebook Live video show. I will go ahead and edit the video so I can upload it in YouTube. If you happen to be in YouTube and watch my video, this is just a recording for you guys. I went live on Facebook Live first while the mechanic was fixing my fridge. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.